All right, we are here with another Celtics Summer League look. We're going to look at Zach Hicks today out of Penn State. Spent, I believe, 4 years. Yeah, 4 years in college, two at Temple, two at Penn State. Wrapped up his senior season this past year before going undrafted. Played in 31 games with the Nittany Lions. I'll pull up the stats here so you guys can take a look at Zach Hicks. He is a forward listed at 6'8", 22 years old, played 31 games, averaged 11.6 points, 4.9 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal a game on 47-41 splits, 5.7 threes a game. Really emerged as a three-point shooter this past season, was a pretty up and down average shooter his first 3 years of college, but came into his own this season. We can take a look. I know Nick NBA on Twitter was pretty high on Zach Hicks, or I think he threw a Hauser comparison out of there. Yeah, I'll read the tweet here. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. Zach Hicks comp is almost perfectly Hauser. 73% of his shots were threes last year. I think he's ahead of the curve defensively on Hauser and more athletic. Has to prove it in the league, though. Hauser burner certified. I will say Hauser was like a shot 40% every year in college type of guy. Zach Hicks was far from that. So that would be my one concern. But the comp's there. So we can see.
Yeah, he definitely is like a sharpshooter guy. I took a brief look at him for Hardwood Houdini. I'm by no means an expert, but he is a guy that you bring in because you're like, what if he becomes the next sniper on our team? He's got good size at 6'8". He's got a pretty good looking shot from what I remember. I don't think I was like, man, this is disgusting. Hope I'm not wrong about that, but I think it looked pretty smooth. My main like negative takeaway on him was I think his movement is a little awkward. He doesn't look like the most coordinated putting the ball on the floor, if that makes sense. And he was not the most willing to give the ball up on like that. Really bad timing from me. But it isn't always looking to set his teammates up the most, which the assist numbers would tell you despite a high usage.
I mean, my question in that regard is like, what is his role though? Because if like he's in a Sam Hauser type role, he's probably just not going to have a lot of assists because he's always been in a position to shoot the ball. So that's my question. Shot looks pretty good. I do wonder like that's making me wonder how many assists Sam Hauser averaged in college because I wonder if it was similar.
He averaged a double-double, of course.
Shot looks good. Shot looks smooth.
Yeah. He's got like really good size. He's a little skinny. That's like the other thing. Like, can he become an NBA level defender? Probably. Like he has the frame to do it. He's not undersized in a way that he can't change, but he would definitely benefit from putting on some more muscle because to be able to contend with NBA wings, he's going to need that extra bulk. But yes,
good pass there.
His jump shot looks very smooth, which is something to be very excited about.
Yeah, I like the jump shot a lot. Hauser averaged 1.8 assists in his final season, so kind of similar. I don't know how. I don't know how much the assists reflect the player when they're in a role like that. I do wonder how many assists was like average because, like, I mean, it's also tough to tell in college. Like, I was looking at some of Mari Williams stuff, and only 2 players on Kentucky averaged more than 2 assists a game. So it is just kind of like, does your team pass the ball a lot, or do they play a different style in college? So that's interesting too. Nice length, good body there, good finish. I like it. Like I get it. I understand taking the shot. I do worry if there's not enough space for him. Like maybe it's if he plays really, really well, you give him a chance somewhere. The 3-point shot looks nice though. He's very confident, which is very fun to watch. I wonder how much run he'll get in summer league if they give him enough burn. Maybe it'll be interesting to see if he can just be a really good off-ball shooter. Oh my God! Yeah, no, he is a very confident 3-point shooter.
He's got like a little KD in the jump shot to me. Maybe it's just like his skinny frame makes me think of KD when I see him shoot the ball, but I think he's got like that same kind of wind up release, everything that looks smooth together.
I know what you mean. It's the way he jumps.
Him and Miles, yeah, his jump just looks like so effortless and like almost cloudy in like a way like clouds like look so soft and bouncy. Like that's what the jump looks like to me. Him and Miles Norris are gonna do the Spider-Man meme, and they're gonna have to like be like, who's the more superior guy? Who's the better shoot threes wing? And that's gonna be the minutes discrepancy.
I think a lot of it will depend on. I think Miles Norris is going to play immediately a little bit more just because he knows the system. He's definitely a better athlete. I think he's a better rebounder.
Smooth jump shot too. Love Miles
Smooth
Norris
jump shot. Miles Norris is a bit of a streakier 3-point shooter, so I do worry about that a little bit. It feels like he can go on burners where he's shooting 3 for 5 every night, 6 for 8, and then he'll make one of his 15 in a row. So I don't know how that's going to bode, but I mean, Zach Hicks can shoot the ball. He can certainly shoot the ball, man. So if he gets enough run as sort of that backup, spot up shooter in summer league, we could see something really interesting come to fruition.
I am Googling right now because I don't know. I feel like Penn State went on a little bit of a run in this Big Ten tournament.
Mm-hmm. I also worry we're going to have to scrap this whole video because we are watching a Big Ten video, and I wonder if they're
Big Ten
grouping. But we're gonna hope they don't, and if they do, well, then there might be a screen over this, and I'll just be very sorry. I think the last time that we got clapped was when we were watching March Madness, so I don't think this will be a huge deal. We'll see what happens. That bank shot, though, the jump shot looks very confident. Big body. I mean, shooting with size is something we've heard almost PTSD too much for the past 8 years. But he's that. He's that 6'8", can shoot the 3 ball. Looks like he moves okay defensively. I see what you mean in terms of a little bit slow, but I mean, he's a big enough body and he looks built enough to where he's not super jacked, but I don't think he's like Chet Holmgren skinny. So I think there's fine balance.
I mean, Chet
maybe not the most athletic
NBA title and was a key player on a
and made $250 million
team. Yeah. He'll be okay if he doesn't quite put on muscle, if he develops physically in other ways, where he is quicker, could help him. I'm pissed I cannot find for the life of me the Big Ten tournament. It's not that important.
What are you looking for?
I think I was trying to find
a good athlete.
He does not look like he's super athletic, and that's one of the other drawbacks. No. But Sam Hauser does not look super athletic either.
Uh-huh. What are you looking for at the Big Ten?
So we were watching clips of Penn State playing teams in the conference tournament this year, and I vaguely remember them making a surprise deep run in their conference tournament, and I was curious if that happened, and I could not find a bracket that even showed Penn State, so I'm not feeling great.
I see. I see. I can look. Let me see. So Michigan won the tournament. I don't think Penn State made it. No, Penn State was not in the Big Ten tournament. From what I'm seeing,
all right, it happens.
Yeah, but I like Zach Hicks. I like the shot. We'll have to see if he gets run. You always get a little worried when the 3-point shooting numbers come out of nowhere. Like, he wasn't a good 3-point shooter, wasn't a great 3-point shooter up to this point in his collegiate career. So it's certainly worth a look, seeing is this real? Is the 3-point shooting going to continue? Was this a fluke year? Was he just really hot? It's very possible he improved. The free throw numbers, for those who are interested, got a lot better at Penn State. He was 61%, 68% at Temple, then 81%, 80% at Penn State. So he certainly made strides as a shooter overall, but definitely was a much better 3-point shooter this season than he ever was in college up to this point. So also something to monitor. And we'll just have to see. Let us know what you guys think of Zach Hicks. Apologies if there's a big screen over this video. I didn't realize where the highlights were from when I clicked on it. Appreciate you for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe, and all that stuff together.
Big Ten, leave us alone. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, tell us how you're feeling about Summer League. Tell us what you think of Zach Hicks. We are here every single day with new content. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps will be back for Summer League the morning after each game. And other videos like these are on the channel in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. Leave a like. We would appreciate it very much. It helps the channel. And subscribe. You can also find us on Spotify and Apple. All pods and recaps are up there. So if you just want those, follow. They'll go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. We're reading them every single time we do a full pod, so get them in. hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them Steves for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is Jackson1NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us.
Taco. Come on. Taco.